The short story An Astrologer's Day was first published in 1943 in R.K. Narayan's third collection of short stories, Cyclone and Other Stories. Later, in 1947, another volume by the title An Astrologer's Day and Other Stories was published. R.K. Narayan wrote mainly about the Indian middle class people. An Astrologer's Day is a short story which focuses the irony of life. The story begins with the description of an astrologer. At the midday, he is prepared to deal his clients with his professional equipments, which includes a dozen cowrie shells, a square piece of cloth, chart, notebooks, and a bundle of Palmyra writing. His forehead was glorious with sacred ash and vermilion, which is a reddish orange color. His head is draped with a saffron colored turban, which attracted people to him as bees are attracted to cosmos or dahlia stalks. Even though he does not know astrology, he is well aware of matters what his clients want to hear. Long practice has taught him how to handle difficult situations. Only after listening to his clients, at least for 10 minutes, he answers his clients and gives them advice. He always said things that pleased his clients. A variety of traders practiced their occupation in that street. As there was no municipal lighting in that place, the shopkeepers used their own source of light, such as gas lights, cycle lamps, shop lights, and so on. The astrologer doesn't have any source of light, and he did his business with the light he received from the flare of groundnut heap nearby nut vendor's shop. The astrologer had left his village many years back, leaving his ancestral home and occupation of tilling the land. One night, the astrologer was getting ready to go home, putting his things inside the bag. The nut seller had also stopped his work, and there is no source of light now except a green shaft of light that floated from somewhere. The astrologer looks up and sees a man standing in front of him. Sensing a possible client and thinking that he could make some more money, he tells the stranger to sit for a chat. This person now has some strange questions and he needs specific answers. He is not like any other client. The man gives the astrologer an anna and demands to return it with interest if he proves to be baffling. While the astrologer said a short prayer, the stranger ate his tea rod. The astrologer caught a glimpse of the man's face by the matchlight. Now the astrologer feels uncomfortable and wants to leave the place. But the stranger tells him that challenge is challenge, so he has to give the expected answers. Here is a turning point in the story. The astrologer calls the man by his name Guru Nayak. He tells all the truth about this person. He tells that a knife has passed through Guru Nayak once and he was left to die. Hearing this, Guru Nayak was perplexed. He asked the astrologer whether he would be able to get at the man who stabbed him. The astrologer tells him to stop his hunt because the man had already died 4 months ago. He was crushed under a lorry. He also advises Guru Nayak to take the next train, go back to his village, and never to travel to south again. Guru Nayak gives him a handful of coins and goes away. When the astrologer reaches home, his wife inquires the reason for being late. After having dinner, he says to his wife that a great load has gone from his heart. All these years, he had been living with a pain in his heart, thinking that the blood of a man was on his hand. When the astrologer was a silly youngster, He drank and quarreled with Guru Nanak, and all those things happened. Due to this reason, the astrologer had ran away from his village. Anyway, Guru Nanak could not recognize the astrologer in the semi-darkness due to his entirely different appearance. R.K. Narayan is a master of irony. The irony in the story is that the man who was thought to be murdered is searching the man who stabbed him. Guru Nanak was inquiring about this man to the same person, the astrologer. Guru Nanak does not recognize the astrologer and he is being fooled by the astrologer.